Hi, my name is Andy and I'm going to show you how to trade on Renko charts in MetaTrader. Unfortunately, this trading platform doesn't have Renko charts by default. It has the bar charts, the candlesticks, and the line chart. So if you want your chart to look something like this, you're going to have to use an expert advisor. And fortunately for you, we have one at RobotFX.org, which is named Renko Charts. On this page that you also find the description, there is a package of two expert advisors, Renko Chart that builds the Renko charts, and Renko Trader that trades on Renko brick charts. And if you go to the download section, you can download these expert advisors, both of them for free. They are fully functional, though they are limited on demo accounts. And if you decide to purchase them, this is the price, but I'm going to show you a coupon in this video and it will make your purchase even easier. Now, let's go back to the charts and see why would you want to trade on this chart rather than this one. Well, first of all, and probably the best reason would be to get rid of the fake signals and to enter a trade at the appropriate time. Renko charts are the Renko bricks, basically. The Renko bricks are created by the price. So each of the brick has the same size in my chart, on my chart, and depending on how I set expert advisor, they have 100 points or 10 pips. So that means that every time the price moves 10 pips in a direction, it will create these Renko bricks. And what does it mean for you if you are planning to switch for the from the candlesticks to Renko bricks? It means, for example, that this trade right here, you would have had if you are planning on, and let me go to a higher chart to establish the trend. We have a downtrend. If you are planning to open a sell right here, you have you wouldn't have had to wait for this candle, for example, to close to determine if the price indeed it's resumed with the downtrend to enter this trade. A sell right here, and well, it would have been such a big profit, right? Instead, the Renko brick, the Renko trader would have opened, or trading on Renko, you would have opened this trade right here, where the color of the brick changed from green into red, and that would have been the selling signal. So you'd have made 300 pips, and then the expert advisor, this expert advisor, the Renko trader, would have closed the trade because the candle, the brick changed the color from red into green, and then we have entered again another trade of 600-700 pips, and another Renko brick is about to close. So running, so they have almost 1,000 pips already by trading on Renko. And another example I'm going to show you, it is also about the gaps, as these are calculated in the Renko bricks. And about spikes, I don't have a very clear, this might be a good example. What happened here? For example, instead of waiting for this candle, the red candle to close, to maybe confirm that we have another move down and the price will move down, this would have made 900, 800 pips, maybe depending on where you would have closed it. Now this on Renko bricks, 26 August, 5 o'clock p.m. would have looked like this. This is where it happened. And now you have to decide for yourself which one looks better, this trading signal, or this entry signal for a sell, or this one. And here you would have made, the expert advisor would have made, again, we are trading with the trend, we are selling, so the expert advisor opens trade when the brick changes the color from green into red. So that would have made 200 pips. 200 pips again. So 400 so far and 500, so 900 pips. It is a little better, isn't it? And if you didn't open this, if you didn't close this trade right here, you could have let this to trade until the end. But that much about the Renko bricks and how to trade on Renko charts. The idea is that the trader can see how the price moves much better and can follow successful trades for longer, and that's only because the Renko bricks are based on the price movement and not on time. You can see that if I enable the period separators on the chart, they're not equal size as they would appear on the normal time chart. 1 second. Show period separators, which will show separate the chart in days. Obviously, they will look the same because it's a time chart, and each day, every day has 24 hours, 24, 48, and so on, 72. On the Renko bricks, it looks a little different, and that is only because in one day the price will move more or less. So this is irrelevant. What we care about is only the price movement and how to better spot our entries. Now, let's go to the Expert Advisor itself and see how it works and how to trade and have a chart looking like this. Okay, I'm going to show you first how fast it is and how easy it is to create the Renko charts using these two Expert Advisors and how to trade on them. So let's start with the first one, Renko Chart Expert Advisor. This is the Expert Advisor that creates the Renko charts. What you want to do, let's say you want to trade on EURUSD chart, you'll open the USD chart and go to the M1 time frame. From here, just zoom out and scroll back as much as MetaTrader allows. Eventually untick this, uncheck this button. You can also keep the home button on your keyboard pressed until the MetaTrader will stop loading the history bars. Mine goes more than 2 years before, almost 2 years before, sorry. And you should have about 1 year history charts enabled, downloaded, I mean, on the M1 chart. And if not, you can change the settings in the MetaTrader settings right here under charts. Mine are a little too big, I know, but if your computer allows it and you have space on the drive, then why not? So this is it. Now on this M1 chart with the history bars loaded, you will drag the Renko Chart Expert Advisor on it and pay attention to this time frame. Here you must choose a time frame that does not belong to MetaTrader already, and we are talking about minutes. For example, you cannot choose 1 because we have M1, so 1 exists. Something that doesn't exist, otherwise the Expert Advisor will overwrite the existing charts basically, and will mess up with those. So you cannot choose 1, you cannot choose 5 because we have M5, you cannot choose 15, 30, 60, which is 1 hour, and so on. I think you got the idea. So I leave it to 2 by default. Click OK, and this is it. It's working. The Renko chart has already been created. But where is it? It is right here under the offline chart. So click on File, then open Offline. And here you have to scroll until you find it. EURUSD M2. Remember the 2 minutes? That's M2. M2 is the chart that this Expert Advisor, the Renko chart, just created right now. And I also have M3 here that I've created previously. And this is, and if you don't believe me, I'm going to change the settings. So Expert Advisor will create an M4 that was not there. Then I'll go to File, Open Offline, EURUSD M4, and there it is. There it is. Open it. And here is your Renko chart. Here's how it looks like. And on this Renko chart, I already have a template. I'm going to change the template because I have one prepared. So I'm going to change the template first. I like these colors. On this Renko chart, I have attached the Renko Trader and there's one more thing to do for the Expert Advisor to start trading, and this is click on the properties, come on and uncheck the offline chart button. So this must be unticked. Otherwise, Expert Advisor won't open any trades. And this is it. Now it is online, even though here it still writes offline for some reason. This is an active chart. The price moves on the Renko chart the same time with the moves that the price makes on the normal M1 chart. And if the if the price will move 10 pips in one direction or another, then another Renko brick will appear on the Renko chart that we have right here. And this is it. That was how this is how easy it is to create and trade on Renko bricks. And now I'm going to go into settings, and because you have watched until now, I'm going to also show you the coupon, and the coupon that I have promised. If you decide to purchase these two Expert Advisors, you can use the coupon if you pay by card. It is quite safe, powered by Stripe. The coupon is YT from YouTube, YT video and 10, and this is the coupon. Apply it and you have a 10% discount. And thank you for watching already. If you decide to use this or to download them to try them, I'm going to talk about the settings right now. So let's talk a little about the settings. We're going to start with the Renko chart, and I'm not going to focus on all the settings, all the inputs, because they're also explained on our website. I'm going to focus on the most important ones and show you how changing these settings will also change the Renko chart generated by this Renko Chart Expert Advisor. So first of all, let's go to the M1 chart, the one that is generating the proper Renko chart. If we go to the Renko Chart Expert Advisor settings, we start with the client email. You don't need this unless you are a customer and you want to trade on your live trading account. If you are trading on demo, or if you have downloaded this from the website, you don't need to enter anything. The most important thing that you probably want to decide on, it's the bar size, and this is the length of the Renko brick. In my settings, in this example, let me change this to 0. In this example, it is set to 10, which is 10 pips, and this means that on the Renko chart, each of the Renko chart has a length or a height, depending how you see the chart, of 10 pips or 100 points. So this is what I want it to look like. For me, it looks perfectly fine. Now, there is the option to set bar offset to decide whether or not you want the next brick to be higher or lower with a number of pips, and this can be either a positive or a negative number, but it cannot be bigger than the number, the bar size that you entered before. So it applies to negative as well. If I enter negative 11, it will show an error. I suggest you leave it to 0 for now and play with that later and see if that changes things for you. For me, it's always been 0. Time frame, I've talked about this before, is basically the name that you will find. You will identify the Renko chart later when you will search. You will open it from the, let's see it again. Time frame 2 means that we are looking for a EURUSD M2 in the offline charts. From file, open offline, This is it. This is a Renko chart. It doesn't belong to MetaTrader because the MetaTrader doesn't even have M2, MetaTrader 4 at least. It has only M1, M5, and whatever is displayed right here. Now, you have the option to either show or hide the wicks. The wicks are this wicks or tails, some other call them, depending on their position. It's you can see them on the Renko chart, and if these are distracting you, these tails that the Renko wicks are forming either up or down, if these are distracting you and you think you get a better idea of the charts and what the price is doing and when to enter and exit your trades, just set it to false, and then the wicks will disappear and it looks a little better from that point of view. What else we need to discuss about emulate online charts? Leave it to true for now, and the build chart offline option also leave it to true because you will need it if you want the Renko generator to build charts while offline. And next, another very important is whether or not you want to use the ATR, which is the average true range indicator, to build the Renko chart, the Renko bricks. And this will determine, this will change the size of the Renko bricks. It will not be 10 or whatever you enter here in the bar size. It will be another. Let's see. And should be higher. It is usually higher. Yes, it is 17 pips or 18 maybe. Now the Renko chart, now the brick size, the Renko brick size is determined by the ATR indicator. Of course, the ATR indicator has its own settings. You can determine the period, just as you do with the normal ATR indicator. The time frame, it is multi-time frame, whether or not you want to use the ATR moving average. And this is about it. And the settings for the moving average, the method and the period. It didn't change too much from that point of view. My favorite is to not to use the ATR settings. I usually set the bar size of 10, and exactly as you see it here, this is how I like to trade on Renko bars. But again, this is my favorite style. Yours maybe it's different. And if there is anything else I didn't talk about, you will find it on the Renko Expert Advisor package page. Now, let's talk about the Renko Trader Expert Advisor, the one that we use to trade on the Renko chart. Now, the Renko Trader Expert Advisor settings look exactly like this. We start again with the client email that you can ignore if you are trading on demo accounts or you are not one of our clients. Then maximum orders gives the expert advisor the possibility to restrict the number of open trades allowed on the chart at the same time. So if there are 3 open trades on the chart, the expert advisor will not open the 4th one, even if there is a trading signal. There is a possibility to set the lot size as percentage of free margin. So if this is set to true, then the expert advisor will use this percentage to determine the value of the lot size that it will open the trades with. So in this example, it's 0.0001. You have to do the calculations, multiply this by the free margins that your account has, and see if you have a lot size that you can afford, or set it to false and determine your own lot size, and it will be used. Expert advisor will use this fixed value to open trades, $0.01, which is 1 cent. The stop loss buffer, it's a number of pips that adds to the stop loss counting by the end of the brick. So by default, the expert advisor, let's say if you have opened a trade right here, assuming we are trading with the trend and the price it is above the PSAR moving average, so the expert advisor if it would have opened the trade right here, because the color from Renko bricks changed from red into green, then by default the expert advisor is placed at the end of the previous candle. So basically like 2 candles before, the green one and the red one. Let me make it, I'm going to make it more visible. So that would have been the expert advisor if the trade would have opened right here on this green candle. Now, if this is too close, or you think it's too close to the level where the trade was open, maybe you're afraid that this, and it's understandable, the wicks will trigger the stop loss. You can add more pips to this stop loss by simply entering here the number of pips you want to add, 10, 20, 30, I don't know, it depends on the chart and on your trading preferences, basically. So if you add 20 more pips, basically means that the stop loss will be somewhere here, 4 candles, 4 bricks away. Now the next setting is the take profit. For my trading style, I usually have it very high because I rely on the expert advisor to close the trades when the color of the bricks changes. So I don't really use a fixed take profit level. Now there's the option to set the trailing stop, of course, and a break even. I guess these are self-explanatory. The slippage is also in pips. Then very important, we have the possibility to avoid trading consolidation zones. And by consolidation zones, the expert advisor considered this what happened right here when we have more than 2-3 candles of the different different colors. So basically the price is bouncing between to this level, creating red brick, green brick, red brick, green brick, and so on. So the expert advisor will avoid, with that option enabled, will avoid entering this trade right here when the color changed. Let's go back to the settings again. A very important option is to close trades when the Renko brick color changes. And also to set a minimum profit. And do bear in mind that the expert advisor will close the trade when the color changes if the profit of that trade is has reached the minimum profit that you enter here. You can also disable it by setting it to 0 cents, $0, and then the expert advisor will close the trade regardless of the profit. Okay, and finally, not finally, but very important though, it is the trend detector. We have found that the PSAR, parabolic SAR indicator, it's very reliable on Renko Chart, and that's why we have integrated it into this Renko Expert Advisor. So the PSAR indicator is used to determine the trend, and do mind that the indicator itself, it's not drawn by the Expert Advisor. You have to attach it by yourself if you want to see the visual, to better see the trend for yourself. And after that, after you are happy with the settings, enter them, the settings from the indicator, enter them in the expert advisor settings, which in my example are these. And the option to filter some fake trades by using a swing zone bar. You'll find these swing zone bars filter in many of our EAs, and I'm going to explain here again. Basically, we have the swing zone bars that can be candles on the other charts. In this on this chart, we are obviously Renko bricks. The swing zone bars determine the length that we are considering for the swing zones to be created. In my settings, in my example, it is 40. So starting from the moment the price is right now, I'm going back 40 bricks. And then we have the pips away from last swing. You can disable it. So I'm going to set to 30 pips. It is, well, pips obviously. That means that the expert advisor here since the price is under the PSAR, the indicator, so we have a downtrend considering to our settings. That means that the expert advisor would have opened this trade right here only if the price is at least 30 pips away, this value, pips away from the last swing, at least 30 pips away from the swing zone, the low swing zone, because we are talking about a sell. So basically, it is a filter that doesn't allow the expert advisor to open a trade too close to the levels, to the swing zone levels. You don't want to open a trade right here, a sell right here, because the price already formed this, or it will form this swing. What you want to do is to open the trade, if we are talking about sell right now, as far as possible from the last low swing that happened right here somewhere in this area, and that is the level that the expert advisor can determine, that price level, and it will also draw, as you can see, the line on the chart, the swing zone. So this trade would have been 70 pips away from the swing zone margin. That means it would have been a valid trade, and the expert advisor would have opened this trade as a sell. And if the next trade, if the price will continue to lower, then the next signal will be somewhere at this level. And this will also be a valid trade because the price would be 50 pips away from this low swing zone with these settings. Now, finally, when we're approaching the end of the explanation, we have the martingale multiplier. In case the expert advisor closes a trade in loss and you are losing some money, you can martingale the next trade. And of course, you can disable it by simply setting the martingale multiplier to 1. And the last input is the magic number, where you can insert any number you want. If you want this expert advisor to manage trades opened by other expert advisors, so both of them must match the same magic number to do that. And or if you want other expert advisor to manage the trades opened by this expert advisor, maybe you have a better trailing stop, or maybe you want to use the RobotFX trailing stop, which is a little more advanced. But for now, we'll leave it to -1, which means the expert advisor will open trades, and those trades will not have a magic number. It will be exactly as opening manual trades. And these are the settings explained for the Renko Trader Expert Advisor. I hope you understood them. If not, feel free to leave a message or a comment, or better, contact us on our website. And last but equally important, all these settings are again explained on the Renko Expert Advisor's page. As I have said, this is a set of 2 expert advisors, one that creates the Renko chart that has to be attached on M1, and one that it is basically this one, the Renko chart created by the first expert advisor. And I don't remember if I've said that on the Renko chart created by our RobotFX Renko Chart Expert Advisor, you can of course attach, if you don't want to trade using the Renko Trader, you can attach your own expert advisors if they work on Renko charts. And however, do make sure you try it first on a demo account. Maybe they are uncomfortable in some way. Maybe your expert advisor doesn't work on Renko bricks, and you don't want to lose your money. Make sure everything is fine. Now I'm going to close this video right here, and thank you for watching. And again, if you decide to buy it, although I suggest you download the free version and try it on your demo accounts first, if you decide to buy it, use the coupon code that I have shown you previously, and do mind that it works only when you pay by Stripe, debit or credit cards. Coupon codes unfortunately don't work for PayPal, although this is also payment method for this expert advisor. Thank you for watching, and good luck trading.